Hello everyone and welcome on this new pick a card reading. So this week I decided to do something quite unexpected. Usually I plan all of my videos before, but for this one I was like, it's a more personal kind of video. I was kind of lost about what I need to do in life in general those days, and I was like, you know what, I'm certainly not the only one, so let's do this and let's find out together. So here are your 4 piles for this week. So for pile number 1, you have Karina's Turtle. Pile number 2 is Giselle. Pile number 3 is Winter. And pile number 4 is Ning Ning. So this is aespa Season's Greeting. It's a K-pop band. I just love the colors and the style of the whole thing, so I decided it would be nice to incorporate it in my video this week. I hope that you like it. And yeah, don't hesitate to pause the video if you need more time to choose between pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'll find you with the timestamps down below. Hello, pile number 1, and welcome on your reading. So, first of all, I wanted to say something that I forgot to say in the intro, but this video is timeless. You can watch it whenever you want. It's a timeless one, so you always can come back to this one for more guidance later. And something very particular happened when I was shuffling for your cards. Pile number 1 is that I never check, or almost never check, the last card of the deck. And for you, I felt called to do it twice, but not with the first one. So maybe if I check it, I can have more information about it. We'll see if I need it after. So already the very first thing that I see here, pile number 1, is the blue. All of this deck here is telling me about your situation, and the blue is everywhere. You have lots of water, no matter the form. So there's something related to communication here, which is funny because if you watch this video after it's out, we will probably still be in Mercury retrograde, which has to do with communication. So I feel like there's something related to Mercury as well for some of you. So I invite you to check your birth chart, because I feel like for some of you, the situation is related to the characteristic and the personality of the sign that you have in your Mercury, in your birth chart. So I think it would be interesting for you, if you don't know which one it is, to search for it and to check and to check how this sign expresses themselves to the world and how they are perceived too. Because I feel like the way you express yourself is not the way you want to be understood. The way people understand you by the way you express yourself is not what they see. Like, for example, you are saying something to help people, but people feel like you're criticizing them. It can be something like that. I'm not saying this is a situation, this is just an example. But yeah, I feel like at some point you're becoming breathless, you're becoming lost, because you feel kind of lonely because people don't understand when you try to communicate with them. With all the water, I see lots of emotions too. It's something that's really seems to be heavy on your mind. And I always have the idea of someone who is lonely, but at the same time, people want to come to you. But you're so tired of people not understanding, and I feel like you don't even tell them that they don't understand you. And so they don't understand why, but you're isolating yourself. Here's this temple in this land that you put apart from the others. Here's you trying to be alone. It's you going away. And every time you see all of those spirits following you. This can also indicate that you are very close to spirits, that you may have some kind of gift that enables you to communicate with spirits, or maybe you're good for divination and spirits talk to you. Maybe you are a clairaudient and spirits talk to you in this way. But yeah, I feel like overall spirits, just like people, are attracted to you because there's some kind of light. You shine a light on the world and people, on things they couldn't see. And what you show them, people want to know it. And they are inspired by you, but at the same time, they don't understand you quite entirely. Sometimes not at all. And you feel so tired by this that at some point you just want to give up. It's really what we have here, because we have lots of, not in this one, but in the others, we have it with the tree, but we have lots of shadows, lots of darkness, and we don't see entirely, like we see a tree, but we don't know what kind of tree it is. It's kind of the vibe I got here. But still there's hope, there's lots of hope, and even if this problem has something to do with communication, I see that people still want to communicate with you and come to you, which is quite beautiful. There's love, because if you notice, the second color that we see the most in those cards is green, and green is the heart chakra. People love you, people are attracted to you, whether they understand why or not. And things are still flowing in a way. You're not stagnant, because we see all of this water everywhere. Honestly, there's a second message that just hits me now. For some of you, you came to this point to be alone because you needed your time, but for some of another part of you are in this situation, stagnant, and people come to you to guide you because there are things you need to do with your gifts that are showing you the way. There's always a way shown here. For example, I don't know if you want to be an artist or a singer, but you stay at home. You don't go out and share your art, and you just sing at home in your room, or you just paint in your atelier at home, and people don't see your art or don't listen to you, but still you are shining inside, but you don't let the world see you. And then in this second situation I'm talking about, those people could shine even brighter by seeing you. People would be inspired by you. People could go further in their own path because of you, thanks to you. Okay, so let's discover what are the more messages in the next cards. Okay, here with the book, I really have the impression of someone who is, what's the expression again? Book intelligent? Book smart, that's it. You're book smart, a book smart person, and you need to jump out of your comfort zone to learn the new things, to also be street smart, so you can face any difficulty that can come your way. I'm not saying that it's gonna be like super hard and lots of things are going to happen to you that are negative, but you know how to face things, and you understand people better too if you are street smart. And here you are asked to go out of your comfort zone, to not just rely on a certain kind of support for you to learn what you want to do. It seems to have something to do with a dream of yours, something that you wish to accomplish. It feels more like an artistic thing too. And with the candle, we still have the idea of someone who is dimming the light, like trying to not to be shown too much. Maybe you know that you are born to shine, but you are so scared of shining but doing a mistake that you prefer staying in the shadows. And spirits are telling you, no, this is for you to take. This is your path. So you need to go there. We never said that it was easy. Sometimes you can go the wrong direction, and I feel like you tried in the past to get out of this comfort zone. Whether your comfort zone is related to a geolocalization, like a location, for example, if your dream is to, I don't know, if your dream is something you need to do in a specific kind of place or in a specific country, maybe, or if it's people blocking you, maybe because of the criticism, or if it's the situation, like you need money, or you are studying because your parents forced you to study, or something like that. Whether the situation is you tried something and it didn't work, whether it's because it wasn't for you and you realize, or whether it wasn't the way to do it, there's something blocking you, but it doesn't mean that you cannot go there. And this is exactly what this card here is telling you. Like, you can have you can take many wrong turns. But in the end, all of these, they were planned for you to learn what you need to learn, to go there. So you shouldn't be too scared about this. It's all planned. And I feel like in the past, you tried to do something. Maybe you stood up to the people who told you not to do it, or maybe you tried to move to the place where you could do it, like, or maybe you're an artist and you try to show your art online or in a gallery, but for you it's more maybe your destiny is more to illustrate ads and books. I feel like you went a direction. It wasn't the right one exactly, but doesn't mean that was completely wrong. But because you have been kind of traumatized by this experience not working out, after waiting for so long to be able to jump out of this comfort zone, that you just lost hope. And all of this caused you to just come back to this safe place and just wait and dim your light and ignore your dreams and just be in this kind of circle that is not for you, that doesn't make you happy. And okay, so this deck is more about the guidance and messages the spirits have for you related to this situation. And it's funny, but not unexpected to have as a first card, leap. You go first, universe will catch you. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe it's what you're meant for. You need to believe in it, and you need to jump and try it, even if at times it's scary, even if at times you may be wrong, even if at times you may take turns because it's not today what you want to do. Like, look at me. I love reading cards so much. I started this account. I know that because of the ADHD, because of the fact that I need money, so I'm doing lots of jobs here and there because it's life and it's hard in my country now to find a regular job. I'm still trying. So all you can see when you watch my accounts, like, oh, she's trying to do something she likes. And okay, she's not very consistent, but she's trying. But there are lots of doubts behind all of this. Like, times I'm doing something and I kind of like it as a job, and I'm like, should I go for it? But I know it's not for me, and then I try another job in the same kind of domain, and I don't like it at all, and people are toxic, and I have lots of turns too. I have lots of doubts, and yeah, people want to remember the happy memories. That's why they don't let the bad ones out, especially online. But everyone is going through those hard times. Everyone is learning as they go. Like, I honestly am not very good to edit videos. I don't even have a room, to be honest, and I don't even have a desk because I have a huge problem of water leaking in my room and I cannot use it anymore. So I'm using the living room when there's no one at home. So it's very complicated for me. So you see, it's hard for everyone, and maybe your hardship will be much more enjoyable than mine. And it's okay, because mine is because I have things to learn from it, and yours will be because you have things to learn from it. Mine is clearly because I need to show myself, and for yours, you need to understand your meaning. It's personal, only you can find your meaning. And as you go, you may find new meanings, and all of them are legitimate. But every time you encounter like a wall, don't turn away. Try to see what's behind, and if you want it, just climb it. It may take time, maybe you will have to wait for people to come and help, but don't give up. That's the thing. Trust that this is what you need to do, and don't give up. So the road may be blocked, but it doesn't mean that you cannot go here. You just need to jump. You just need to trust, and you can fly at some point. And because it's something you have a hard time with, faith and all, at some point you will go through a kind of crumbling. I was to say it's about to say climbing, but maybe that's it. Maybe at some point you will have this wall, and instead of learning how to go around, you will have to climb, and it will be difficult. But this will be you getting rid of all the things you were clinging to that are not for you anymore. And it would be for you to get free, to free yourself from all of these things, to let all the weight down so you can fly. Protection. So this one to me, it's really about you being protected, whatever you do, and the fact that you need to trust. You will have the opportunities to take the leap of faith. But if you are not able to do it, and I'm not saying everyone will be able to do it at first, but if you are part of the people who cannot do it, don't be scared. Things will come your way. Maybe it will be difficult at some point, but it's for you to be able to go there, and all along you will be protected, no matter the time it takes for this sun to go behind the moon, and for this moon to go behind the sun. Wait, for the sun to go behind the moon, yeah, that's it. And for you to be ready, and for your timing, it's coming. And you're protected, and it's supposed to be so. You're not losing your destiny because you didn't do it right away. What lights you up? Okay, it's possible that you are starseeds. Don't hesitate to search about it. There's so many kind of starseeds, and so many starseed origins too, and you can be from multiple of them. So I think it's really personal, and if you feel called to search about starseeds, I think it's better to do it on your own than me telling you what to search for. Just search for starseed, and every time a word like rings a bell in you, just search for it. So what lights you up? Because this is all about it. What lights you up? What do you feel called to do? Because this is what you need to do. Whether you call it life purpose, life mission, and what is the real attention of the universe by putting you into those kind of situations, it's always the same. What lights your heart up? Because what is meant for you is what you will love to do. It's supposed to be like that, so you are attracted to the right place in life. So whatever it is, if you don't know what it is yet, it's okay. Just take your time, it will come. If you feel called to try many things to find out, try many things to find out. If you feel like you just want to wait and see. If you know, go to that direction. And again, don't let this stop you. You can fly. Even if there is no road, you can make your own. Especially nowadays in this time in history, people have the ability to make so many things. Like even more since the coronavirus appeared, I feel like people are creating from A to Z new jobs that years ago people wouldn't think about, and that are amazing and useful. And yeah, people are creating their own jobs and it's working for lots of them. So don't ignore this. And if you need to make a new job for you, then do it. And then as a final message, we are told that you need to stay grounded for things to be easier for you, because lots of you are empath and highly sensitive people. And so connecting with nature and staying grounded will help you a lot. And yeah, with this card at the end of the deck, I really have the feeling that what you don't see about yourself is that you are in this priestess energy. Whether you are a man or woman, whether you consider yourself a man or woman, it doesn't matter. It's a question of energy, okay? Are you being called to step up and lead? Knowing that here it's not a priest, it's a priestess. So it's talking about more feminine energy. So it's more like the masculine energy is like leading and acting with strength, with ambition, with this fire vibe and energy. But here with the priestess, it's more of a, you need to rely more on feelings of compassion, on love, understanding. And usually it's more of a creative side when it's the feminine energy. So again, it comforts me in the idea that this reading is mainly about people who want to do art at some points. And it's funny that just under we have the warrior woman, which is to me in this deck the second card that looks, yeah, in this feminine energy, this is the first one and this one is just under for me. So if you were not afraid, what would you do? Maybe that's why you need to think about and to introspect on, so you can find your answer here or lights you up. So this is all for you, pile number one. I really hope that this reading helped you a bit to see things clearer, and that it will also help you in the future. Don't hesitate to come back to this reading when you feel lost again, because as I said, this is a timeless video, so maybe later you will feel drawn to another deck that will help you next on this path or on another one. So yeah, I really hope that this comforted you in what you needed to hear, and that it helped you, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye. Hello, pile number two, and welcome on your reading. So let's discover more about your situation and what Spirit can tell you to help you in the situation as well. I forgot to say in the introduction of this video, but this is a timeless video, so whenever you feel lost again, don't hesitate to come back and maybe to listen to this reading again, or to choose another deck that feels right to you at the moment. So let's discover right away about your situation. So the first card here, this first deck, is about your situation and what makes you lost at the moment. I see lots of blue and communication, but unlike pile 1, who had lots of blue too, I feel like for you, you communicate quite well. You communicate quite well, and you also communicate with spirits. There is so much white here, like really, I have the feeling that you're like connected like 24/7 with the 5D and the divine plan. It's very strong, actually. I've been talking with people in this situation recently. I still don't understand everything about it, but I realize more and more that some people are much more into the 5D than the 3D, even if they are alive here as human beings. And I feel like you're one of them. You're more connected to the 5D than the 3D. And you communicate all the time with them. I feel like your crown chakra is also like very activated. Your crown chakra, and even not for all of you, but for some of you, your third eye chakra is very activated as well. So okay. I need to tell you what I feel because it's your situation, so whatever message I can have can help you, but the message I have here is so specific. I feel like it's talking mainly to one person, but I feel like some of you didn't have happy starts in your life, to the point that now your passion is to help others who are going through similar things. I feel counselors here, but many psychologists. And you try to help people the more you can, and you rely on your intuition a lot to do that. It's also possible that you are doing something more spiritual as well, like maybe using cards or any divination tool, or maybe you are a Reiki master or a shaman or a healer, some type of healer. And you train to pour all of your energy into others to help them, because it's kind of like you never run out of energy because you're always so connected to the divine. I don't really know how this is possible. It's my first time hearing about this, honestly. But there's something. So I need to do more researches about this, and I feel like it can help you if you do your own researches about this as well. But there's this energy coming out a lot. And with the second card, the Angel Gate, I really have the idea of you coming back and forth between people, like humans, the 3D, and the 5D, and the things you channel. But I feel like you're not necessarily conscious of what you channel and how close you are to the divine. You're just naturally gifted in your mind, but there's much more. It comes from this constant connection. And you are always operating with others out of love. I feel lots of love, which is it's no surprise that I see lots of strong woman figures here. I'm not saying you're a woman, but it's a woman energy that surrounds you a lot. You operate on your human energy, on your feminine energy, mostly. Sorry, I have ADHD, so sometimes I say things that are not what I'm thinking about. It's just so much in my mind that I cannot convey well what I'm saying. So if I say something at some point that seems strange, I hesitate to ask me in the comment section because it might come from that. But yeah, you're always there's always a relationship with what's higher here, always. It's very beautiful. In cleansing, protection, blessing, it's what you give people, what you offer people. It's really a present that you are doing to them. I feel like some of you can be okay, it's very specific, but I have this in Kung Fu Panda, you know, the tortoise master, Master Ogwe. I really have this feeling. So I feel like some of you can be like masters is in any kind of whether it's like some defensive arts like Kung Fu, but it can also be related to meditation, spirituality. You can be a teacher, some kind of spiritual teacher. I also feel like some of you, it's very specific, but I feel like some of you also you animate some kind of spiritual retreats in the world. I see lots of forests, so maybe around Bali or even in Australia, all this part of the globe, I would say, around Oceania and the southeast part of Asia. It's funny because saying this, I have two influences coming in my mind, but I don't want to reveal them because if they're watching this, it's kind of personal. But if you are an influencer who reads cards on YouTube, or if you're an influencer who makes tarot decks, that is probably you I'm thinking about. Does your name start with an A and you make and you make decks, or does your name start with a C and you read cards? This is the vibe. If you know, you know. But yeah, I feel those two people here. Mountain goddess. Yeah, it's really the idea. You're kind of some kind of goddess. I also have the Vela. I never saw how to say it. Veela. It's a fantastic creature in, I don't remember which mythology. Nordic. I'm not sure anymore. But it's a creature that is a kind of spirit-like woman with very beautiful, and her hair are floating behind her, and she attracts people like this. And I really have this idea, it feels like you're not really from here, and people look at you with fascination, which applies to the two people I was thinking of, so maybe that's why I was thinking of them. High vibration, mindfulness, power of the mind. Yeah, totally. Totally. Comeback, rebirth, renewal. So yeah, this one was related to what I was saying about you trying to correct the wrongs of your past in your path of your past by fixing other people, helping them, giving them the key to survive, not just fixing them on one moment. The Aura Garden. Oh, that's interesting. I feel like yeah, maybe off of you, which is big for something so uncommon. But I feel like your beliefs are very different, very original. Not in the part like you might be a witch. There are lots of witches nowadays, even, but it's more like maybe some of you feel like less believed things. Like maybe you feel like I don't know, the wind is a spirit, or some phenomenon like aurora, or even like when there's a tempest or a storm, you may feel like it's gods doing like acting things, and you see spirituality in ways other people tend to not see it. Everything seems spiritual and holy. You cannot look at anything in any other way. It's like you have a highly spiritual filter in your mind regarding whatever you live, whatever happens, whether it's a tiny thing like just a fly passing in front of you when you are in the supermarket, or I don't know, a bit of a flower that is flying away, and you always see, not necessarily as a sign and a message, but you see the action of gods, of deities, or you even see this action itself being a deity. And I feel like, for some of you, these auroras are important in your belief. Somehow I see you as this statue. You're a deity, but you are made, this one is made of stone to stay here. You are made of flesh to stay on earth, but you are not, inside you are not human at all. It feels like maybe it's even your first life on earth. Beginning, okay, initiate, origin, okay. I didn't read before, but makes sense. So honestly, I have a hard time understanding why you lost. Okay, I think I see it now. You are very emotional. You have lots of emotions. You are, as I said, like a villa. You are kind of a hair spirit, but you also have lots of emotions, lots of water energy in you. And you just let every feeling flow freely inside of you. And sometimes it's beautiful. You experience happiness and beautiful things, even much more than other people, and it's a blessing. But sometimes things are hard, especially when you are counseling, helping other people who've been through things that are very, very hard, whether it's echoing to your own past that is still wounded and traumas that you couldn't heal. It's very hard at times. I feel like what you like is more balance. But as I was feeling when I was shuffling your cards, it's not really a 3D thing that is making you lost. Like, it's not like, I don't know, there were some floods and you don't have a house anymore and you need a house, but you don't get paid enough at work. You know, it's not something tangible, it's not something material, but it's more about the way you feel. You're lost. The fact that you are lost comes from your emotions going up and down, up and down. Like here we have lots of emotions, and here we have someone who is careful about everything, trying to protect what is important for them, and being so guarded that you don't get any rest. And then you try to learn things, or you face new revelations. Spiritually, I would say more likely for you. But then you feel like you are blocked in those new beliefs because they may not work with ancient beliefs that you had. And then it gets you angry and you cannot control anything, so you want to give everything up. And then suddenly you feel peaceful again. And peaceful, but to the point that you are so peaceful, you stay too stagnant, you cannot fly again, and then you fly away and everything is happy, but you are just in the flow of life, and you need to get grounded. Your beauty resides in the link you have with the 5D, but at the same time, if you don't ground yourself, and put some boundaries at some points. You will just go up and down, up and down. There's nothing that can help you as much as grounding yourself. Because if you, just like a tree, if your roots are deep, if you know how to put boundaries, you can still see up there, but you are protected, and without the snake. And if you don't like those walls, you can just move them, those boundaries, you can move them, you can change the kind of boundaries you use, the kind of fences you use, but it's protection. You need to protect yourself. So the last cards are about more, I would say, more messages that spirits have for you related to this situation, and more guidance for this situation. So right away we start with the pillar of light. Pillar, I think it's pillar. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Yeah. You are not someone who is witnessing the universe in action. You are this universe in action. You are totally part of it. You are one with it. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? Imrama. I checked the meaning of Imrama some times ago. I hope I'm not wrong, but if I remember well, Imrama talks about... wait. So yeah, if I'm not wrong, Imrama talks about the fact that you don't know where you're going, but you know where you come from. So you know you have a mission, you know you need to help people. You don't know where what you're doing is leading you, but you know that you are... I want to say holy, because you are kind of holy. You are from the 5D. You are an higher spirit, and yeah, even if you have emotions, you have up and downs, you know that you are called to greater things. So you should trust it and follow your path. And the pillar of light is, to me, one of the cards that describe really higher, like very high spiritual purposes, or highly spiritual person. Someone who is not just highly spiritual, but someone who is the spirit too. Someone who is almost one with their original soul and all the things they've been in all their lives. It's really to me, the pillar of light is really putting this light on it for you to remember who you are as a soul, but also who you are as a soul originally, and who you are as a soul with all your identities from all your past lives. To me, it's really an important card. So this one, to me, is really showing you that you are ascending, you are coming back. You just need to protect yourself here. We have this protection by the protection in the light, and protected by the spirits, but also protecting yourself with those boundaries. So yeah, you are ascending, you're understanding who you are, and little by little you will understand. But even if it doesn't make sense, follow your intuition, because it's guiding you, and you will go there. You know what you remind me of a bit? It's very possible that you're a crystal child, because I don't know, I have this vibe, and the reference I have in my mind since earlier, thinking about you and the villa and all, it reminds me in Atlantis, the Lost Empire. This moment, yeah, I'm talking a lot about Disney things and DreamWorks things today, but yeah, when the magic crystal enters in Kida and she becomes the goddess herself of a people, it's the same vibe. Like you're protected and you need to enter this kind of goddess energy. Okay, so we have the transformation just after, and here we have the goddess bastet. So totally this. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Yeah, those traumas are getting healed. And I feel like you healing people is also a way to heal yourself with time, to understand what happened to you and to use it to make something beautiful out of it. And yeah, I was talking about spiritual retreats. If you feel the need to take one for you too, you can do it. Even if it's your job to make them, at some point just go meet someone else who does this and don't think too much, just let things happen. You need to rest at some point because all of these emotions, they're hard on you, and honestly I feel some depression here. So don't hesitate. This reading is made to guide you and help you, but it's never to heal you and to cure you from anything. Like, don't ignore it. If you need a professional, just go see a psychologist, a doctor, whoever is able to help you and knows about it. The initiation, rite of passage. You're going somewhere sacred. Yes, you are, but honestly, it's not as dark as this card is showing you. This, actually, I feel like it's a sign that this card comes just after I'm telling you about seeing a professional for this, because I feel like you will go through it, you will go through this healing time, and maybe sometimes it will be hard because you will feel triggered. And I feel like, as I said, it's mostly related to past traumas, but it won't be so dark and you won't be alone on the road. Whether it's your connection to 5D or the people around you, you will be surrounded. And then we have the priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? I don't feel like you're about to lead, actually. But yes, step up, defend yourself, and go higher on your process. You're helping people, yeah, but I feel like you need to spread your voice at some point. And at the end of the deck, we have lots of light. Okay, I wanted to show you at the end of the day, but just under we have this. And we even have this. I feel called to show you those. We have lots of light. Lots of light. Light is on you, but at some point after your healing, you will learn how to use it. And I feel like you need to go on, and you will always more or less teach people, guide people, heal people. But at some point you will have to do it like being more seen, more heard. You will have to spread your word and to speak louder, because what you know can help a lot of people. So, but don't step into it when you're not ready. Just listen to your intuition and you will be naturally guided to that. So the Eight of Light, don't be scared because you've been trained for this for lifetimes. Council of Light, you are not alone inside of this. You are protected. You are guided by the Council of Light. They are helping you in the subtle realms. I feel like you're almost part of them. That's why you are so close to this realm, actually. Divine orchestration, yes. And answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? But if your soul is calling you to do something and you're not ready yet, then take your time. Some people in their life, mission and purpose, they have this feeling and this need, and they know that they need to do things quickly. But for you, it comes naturally. It comes with time, and there's no rush, no worries to have. This is really your situation right now. And so, yeah, don't be scared about taking your time and about having things unfolding slowly. It will come naturally, and yeah, it's coming anyway. So don't be scared about missing anything, because you won't. So yeah, this was all for you, point number 2. I really hope that this reading helped you and that you won't ignore what I said. If you need to see a psychologist or any kind of doctor, do it. This is your sign. Yeah, I really hope I could help you nonetheless. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. And don't forget that this is timeless, so you can always come back if on your path you need more guidance. So this was all for today. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye. Hello, part number 3, and welcome on your reading. So before we get started, I wanted to tell you something that I forgot to say in the introduction, but this reading is timeless. So don't hesitate to come back later if you need guidance about something else that is making you feel lost. This video can work later too. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So let me check something because I'm not sure about something. Oh, this is so beautiful. I just wanted to check the meaning for kindred, and I open internet and have this momentum visual that's very beautiful. Funny, it's the same colors, and the quote of the day is: the most extraordinary people in the world today don't have a career, they have a mission. I feel like this is for you, especially since you have this card. I feel lots of empathy and compassion and sadness for you, point number 3. It's funny because kindred spirits, and here you have those two people, and it seems like one is in love with the other. Actually, yeah, the very first pie for which I noticed the card that was for your pie, but sorry, there is something similar between this card and this card. Look at the woman. I'm not saying that you are necessarily a woman, it's just the representation of the cards, but they're looking down. It's like they're trying to look inside of themselves. They see potential for themselves, for who they are, for who they need to be. It feels like they start to see the destiny and why they came here to be, what they came here to be, and why they came here. And you see yourself in someone else, or in some situations some people are in, and you know you could do the same thing or do better than them, and you feel this is your destiny, but you worry so much. You keep on thinking about it, you keep on seeing the signs, and spirits are telling you, why are you so obsessed about finding the signs? You are trying to find so many signs to prove that you are legitimate for the destiny you feel is for you, that you forget to just follow this destiny and this little voice inside of you telling you to do it. At some point, the spirits are like, why don't you just trust yourself? Why don't you just believe in what you feel? Because not everyone feels so close to something just like you do. And if you feel this pull so much, it's because you need to do it. So spirit is like, stop doubting, stop looking inside. Just see the bigger scale, see the big picture. See all the good things you did so far for yourself. You can do it for much more people. You can change the world. Authority of spirit, spirit companion, guides, comfort. Yeah, they are here all around you, but you have so much inside of yourself trying to see all the proofs, all the signs that this is you, this is for you, that you don't even start doing what you need to do. And spirits are like, they're not tired of you, they love you deeply, but they're like kind of running hopeless because they just try to guide you to come into the action for this that you're supposed to do in life. But you just keep watching inside, and in fact it's just that you are so scared that you don't try to go out and of yourself, of your mind, and spirits don't know how to reach you anymore. It's like, you are hidden in this forest or next to this lake, and spirits cannot communicate with you as they want to. So they're blocked. They are trying to work with the world around you to push you to do things, showing you more signs, but these signs are not the original signs showing you that this is your path, or this is a person you need to be close to, and and you just feel lost because you're like, wait, spirits were like showing me to how this situation is for me, or this life is for me, or this person is for me. I'm not necessarily talking about a love story, okay? But when spirits try to show you all the signs, like, okay, now move on, you're like, wait, this sign is not about this person or this situation anymore, so was I wrong all along? And in fact, you're just spinning around and around and around, but the whole time you stay in your head. You are all in your head. Spirits want you to go out, because it's like here. Honestly, that's totally like this. You see this situation or this person, you love it, you want it, but you somehow are unhappy because you need more confirmations. And winter is taking place between the two of you. It's cold, and this person the situation is ready for you, but you're not doing anything. And at some point, this person's situation will just move on because they cannot wait for you anymore. I'm not saying that you won't live your destiny if you don't move now. Not at all. You cannot lose your destiny, but you're just making things long and hard for you, and maybe even on this person if it's about a person. And it's not supposed to be like this. You can grab it now. You can go for it now. So stop waiting and just start acting. Okay. When I shuffle the cards, I just put them, and I try to not look at them or to not try to understand anything before I read the cards, because as I have ADHD, I know that if I come up with some understanding before I read the cards to you once I'm filming, I may forget things, because as I already said them, my mind just moved on and forgot them. It's how my mind works. So I try to never see things, which with time I'm good at doing. So I didn't notice it, but everything is going this way. It's like go. I love it. Like whether it's like sailing, flying, riding, or walking by yourself, just go there. Go to this person, this situation, this dream, this mission, this purpose. And yeah, it's telling you that now you are stuck, you're protecting yourself, you are just focused on this goal, you ignore your emotions that are in fact keeping you inside of this shield. And yeah, you think you got the answer, but you just not look in the right direction. And at some point there will be some kind of conflicts. If you don't move by yourself, you will need to go through difficult times for you to react and go there, because there's your passion and your love for it, and there's your fear to go there. And at some point you need to just follow what's in between. You love it, okay, it might be scary, but still you need to navigate between those two and go. You may meet some new people who will help you. This host, you can be someone who will help you on your way, but you always need to go. Like your comfort zone, your current situation won't change, I'd say. If you need to leave home for some time to do it, for example, when you come back, your home will still be here. People in your life will still be here. The things you love and the people you love won't give up on you because you're following this path, which is beautiful, because usually when people go through major changes, there are a lot of people who are triggered by this and they don't support them and follow them, and they just cut all contacts at some point. But for you, I feel like you will not lose the people and the good things in your life, but even more, you will meet new people who will come and help you. You will even discover that some people you didn't expect to are much more supportive of you and will come and help you without you asking anything. And so, yeah, those cards are about more messages and guidance from spirits about the situation. And I love seeing all of these colors because there are so many possibilities, so many things that are coming your way, and you just need to do the thing to get there. Because the card at the end of the deck is this: share your voice. So come out of this situation and do what you need to do, whether it's sharing your voice, like literally, or something else. But you need to pass from the passive and thinking mode to the active mode. You need to do the action. You need to put yourself into motion, literally or figuratively, according to what it is that you need to do. Let me check if I can focus a bit, because I feel like it's a bit... Yeah, it's not helping much, so let's just ignore this and move on. So yeah, with the Mintakan, you are from Mintaka, you are a light worker. Mintaka is the planet plan. It's funny, I never noticed that plan was in planet. Anyway, Mintaka is the original home for light workers. They come from there. Their soul were born there. You are longing for home, yeah, and you don't find your place, and that's why this thing that you want to go to is so important, because it feels like home, because it feels like you are retrieving a part of it, whether it's a soul that was here, whether it's a feeling you had here, whether it's your soul remembering the things you've learned here to do now and here. But you have this feeling of belonging, and that's why you want to go there. The great gathering. So yeah, you won't do this alone. There are also other spirits from your soul family, from Mintaka, so all the light workers who will come to work with you. Those spirits can also come from Lemuria, whether they were on Mintaka before or not. So it's more than your soul family, it's your soul tribe. And yeah, this mission is to create heaven on earth, to make this happen, to make the world better. As I said, you can benefit much more people and the world at large by what you need to do or be. So yeah, all the spirits, you will come together on time, and it can be little by little. Literally at one day you will meet like 10 people. But it will be unexpected and beautiful, and this sense of belonging will come back more and more each time. That's so beautiful. Honestly, it's so beautiful. I felt lots of energies. I have a hard time breathing. So, birthing a new age. So yeah, you are not just only with those people, whether your mission is to birth this new earth or those new people and a way of seeing the world and living that people will have in the future after your impact and the impact of these people, or whether your mission is related to both, it will come. I feel like for you it's more about human connection. What you will do is that you will bring those souls together for them to go and fulfill this mission. Birth a new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Yeah, those 3 cards are about this vision that you're holding, that you've learned here. Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Inner temple. I feel like you're not alone to enter this temple. I feel like usually the inner temple is very personal and individual. But here I feel like there are other people who will enter this with you. Whether it's a soulmate. Not necessarily a twin flame, not necessarily a lover yet again. But yeah, there's a soulmate present with you who will help you. Especially because at times you may be doubting yourself again, and this person you will come together and help you with whether it was the vision you had at first or not. It's someone that will be in your life until your death. I mean, one of your death of one of you. Don't deem to fit in. Yeah. You need to be yourself. You don't need to be scared. You don't need to close yourself like this, like a shell. But yet again, this person and those situations that you will go through, they will show you and they will teach you how to be yourself. So it will come with time, but when things are hard, you may tend to want to come back into your shell. Instead, you don't. Don't, because there's nothing to be ashamed of. Shine. Even your shame should be shining. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Ask yourself this question every time you want to go back to your shell. So yeah, this is all for you, pile number 3. I really hope that I could help you with this reading. And see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile, welcome on your reading. So let's discover right away your message. Just a quick information before we go further. I forgot to tell you in the introduction, but this reading is timeless. So whenever you feel lost again, you can come back and read this reading again, or any other part you feel called to. So yeah, let's get started. So first of all, the first thing I see about you, pile number 4, is how insightful you are. You are a psychic and you are very good at it. It's even possible that some of you use those abilities as a passion or even as a profession. Maybe you're a tarot reader. Maybe you communicate with spirits to clean spaces for haunted houses or things like that. Whatever you do, you are very insightful and you understand this world very clearly, much more than most people. And it's funny because for the other parts, I had a hard time at first understanding what make them lost in the situation. But for you, just with those 2 cards, honestly, I took more cards to have more information, but I could do this reading only with 2 because I feel you very strongly, pile number 4. I just realized that 2 multiplied by 2, 4, that's your pile. Also, we have 4 times 2 here, so 2, 2, 2, 2, maybe something that you see a lot as a message. 2, 22, 4, 8. Only this one is odd here. But maybe it's odd because we need to pay more attention to it, so we will see after. I see lots of purple and lots of pinks, lots of blue. You are highly connected to your 3rd eye chakra, second your heart chakra, and last your crown chakra. You understand the world, you see many signs, you have many revelations. You also channel things whether you are aware of it or not. I sense some claircognizance too. So maybe at times you feel like you're not channeling because you have claircognizance. But in fact, you are. You are. And what I feel like is you see the signs, you know where the world it is heading, you know about this heaven on earth, and you hold the vision, but somehow you feel like it's taking too much time. You feel like maybe your impact is not strong enough, and this is waiting on you a lot. You want to have a bigger impact, you want to help it all. You almost may at times feel like you could do it all by yourself. Your confidence is high when it comes to spirituality because you know how deep you understand this world. And so, yeah, whether it's for healing the world, healing people, sharing love, I'm not saying that you're a living angel, but you are reproachable on many things, and when you hurt someone, you are mostly hurting yourself. You try to be the best, and you try your best to change this world, to show people how to be better, and you feel like you're having little to no impact, and it's waiting on you very much. It's possible that you write about your spirituality to share messages, to spread the word. It's also possible that you write down all the things you channel, all the revelations you may have, because they're so important. You want to keep track of them to understand better. And somehow it's taken too long, and at some point you don't understand the slowly pace of the universe. The secret. Yeah, with the secret, I feel like beyond just this knowledge of a new world and heaven on earth, I feel like there are many things that you channeled already, that you know about this world, and you don't understand why it's secret, why it takes so long to unfold. Yeah, in fact, it's the way the universe is managing to come to this heaven on earth that is a problem sometimes to you, because you love this world and you ache with it whenever something bad happens. People being bad to people being bad to the environment, to animals, all of these things, you feel them all, and you feel it all, and it's really hurting you so much. You want the change now. So you don't understand. You wonder why it's like this. Yeah, wonders, unknown, mysteries. You don't understand how it turns out to be like this because you see all of it. But when it comes together, see the colors mixing, you don't understand and you feel lost. You're in the dark of this forest. The liminal dance. Delicacy, fragility, transience. At some point, you may think about Stone Age, about ancient civilizations that were known for knowing lots of things and who got destroyed suddenly. And sometimes you're scared because you feel like maybe those civilizations, just like ours now, knew, at least there were some people among you who knew the change to make it. They knew about what to do. They knew about some secrets, some mysteries, like we said here. And you feel like maybe they just disappeared before they could use it, and you're scared that this world cannot be saved if it takes too much time. The relics of Lemuria. It's highly possible. I even see like... Okay, often when I'm doing readings and I have things like this, I can tell you approximately the percentage of people watching the reading who are into this situation, but here for this one I feel like almost all of you are into this. Maybe only 2 to 3 people not into this, but you understand it because you lived it somewhere else in another similar situation. But Lemuria was one of the civilizations. Sorry, I got hiccups suddenly. I feel a big weight on your chest now. You really ache for it. I feel you feel things. It's like I'm feeling everything through you right now, like you're kind of contact. So yeah, you have the memories of Lemuria. This civilization was close to heaven on earth, but at some point everything just collapsed and it didn't work. And now lots of people think it's a legend and just think that people who believe in it are crazy. Fragments, memory reclaiming. I see that it would be interesting for some of you to visit your Akashic records to see about Lemuria, or do a past life regression to see about Lemuria, because I feel like there are things you learned there that can help you now. So yeah, you are focused on this in your shield, but all of these emotions are too strong for you to come out to understand things. Sometimes you want to see another point of view to understand the universe, but you cannot, because your emotions are so strong, you just can't ignore them. And it's getting bigger and bigger and harder. But the harder it is, the more you understand the world. So in a way, you cannot really get out or want to get out of it, because it makes you understand. So you are kind of trapped between taking more space but getting less information, or staying in these emotions that are hard for you, that you feel from others, but also your emotions regarding the way that everything is happening according to the universe's plan, and you're blocked in the middle. But spirits are saying that, in fact, you can find the peace. You just need to trust. You just need to realize that you are in peace. And even if those things don't happen suddenly and while you're alive, because sadly it's possible for some of you, it will happen. And even if you passed away already, your spirit, where it will be at the moment, will help still. And the impact you are making now will still be here. So it's funnily, for the others, they were talking a lot. Spirits were talking a lot about the life missions and the things you should do in your life. But for you, by 4, it's more like, calm down. Stay calm. It's all happening. You know you are guided. You know where you are headed. That's why we don't need to tell you over and over. But breathe. Concentrate on the present moment. Breathe in and breathe out, because I have a hard time breathing since earlier, since I started your reading. And I think it comes from this situation. So you need to relax and to concentrate on the moments. Like, pause this video now. Breathe for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. It's nothing. And for this 5 minutes, concentrate on only feeling your breath. The air coming in, fresh, going down into your lungs. Block them there a few seconds and let them out and feel the warmth of it. Feel it and concentrate on nothing else. Only your breath exists for those 5 minutes. Okay, you did it. Now that you came back, realize that peace is all around. Silence is all around. And it can be made inside of yourself. And you are too high of a spirit not to know it. You just need to remember and to take this peace back to you. So answer the call. The universe is, and your mission is not to worry on those things. Those things help you for your mission, and you know it. That's why it's the same colors again. And that's why those colors come together here when you communicate with the Council of Light, because you're part of the Council of Light and you're very close to them. People think that the Council of Light, many people tend to think that the Council of Light are souls who lived so much that now they don't need to incarnate anymore, and they're always part of this council. But some of them come to life sometimes to raise vibrations. And you are one of them. You are much bigger as a soul that you think. You are much more important, and maybe your action is in your inaction. Maybe your action is just your energy. Your energy is doing the work already. Actually, it is my belief. And it's also the belief of the person who made those cards. So the fact that I see it in those cards make it even stronger. That many sea mammals are higher spirits who are just present here for their energy to rise the energy of the universe. You see this white whale that we see. This is the last card on the deck. Somehow I felt called to show you this one and not for the other decks. This whale exists. Actually, I heard about it years ago and I thought it was just a legend. But I checked. And in this world, there's one white humpback whale. It's often seen around Australia, if I remember well. It's being given the name of Migaloo, Migaloo. And I feel like just like them, you have this vibe. Actually, I always felt called to this Migaloo for the past years, and I channeled a lot of things thanks to this whale, and I feel like your soul is and your mission is similar to this whale. So yeah, it totally makes sense for me. So your energy itself, this is your purpose. The main reason you're here is for your energy. So don't keep your boundaries at the right place. Don't let others take it, but don't use it for useless things, because you need to put them into this world. And answer the call, because your life purpose is this, but it's also related to your life missions, and you're not doing them while you are worrying on the other things. And you know, what is your soul calling you to do? You already know. I know that you know. Don't act like you don't. You know. And if you don't know, and if you tell yourself I don't know, it's because you're scared to tell yourself what it is, but you know. So take more time for breathing and meditating if you need, but you will have to do it. I see this rainbow here, which I never realized was here before. So I feel like your soul is a rainbow ray soul. Those are rare, but I see them in people. I saw this kind of soul in, it's like honestly, I don't know what it is. It's something I channeled and I saw over the years, but I never heard of them. Maybe because every time I search for more information about new starseeds, I discover more starseeds that I never heard before of. So maybe if I search now, I will find it. But there are some, especially I see it a lot in crystal children, but not only some crystal children, but also golden children, also some rainbow children, some indigo children. Some of the starseeds, they don't just have this starseed and aura and energy, they have another one of it, like a bigger layer that makes a kind of soul family inside of these soul families. And they are they have this rainbow ray of light vibe, and this sign comes a lot around the people I feel who have this same energy, and I feel like you're one of them. Especially if you're part of the Council of Light. I feel like there are not many people which will watch this pile number 4, strangely. Maybe I don't know why I hear the word 4. If it's only 4 people, it's sad. But I'm still happy that the 4 of you are here. The Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. It's funny because now that I think of it, maybe it's because night is falling and so I put the light on, but here we can see the rainbow. If anything, is this card, Ning Ning, is the name of the member whose picture is on the other side. And Ning Ning is someone I highly suspect to be one of these rainbow ray people. I always felt this energy in her, but at the same time I feel a rainbow child in her. And some little traits here and there of all the star seeds. But I always felt like this for Ning Ning. And another funny thing is Pious number 4 always have this vibe, higher vibe. So yeah, Cancer of Light, you are being helped, but you're also the helper. So trust the niggle. What is this feeling trying to tell you? Follow what you need to follow. How can you mother yourself? You can also try to meditate and channel your soul mother. The spirit will help you. They always help. So this is all for you, pile number 4. I really hope that this reading was helpful. Don't hesitate to come back later if you need, as I said, more guidance about something else. This is a timeless reading, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!